it's a very stupid answer in that, because it's very simple at the end. But right. I'm now in that area of IT solutions since 35 years. I started my career in that area, and it's what I learned for 35 years ago. It's the same which I have today. Yeah, if the people are informed, if they involved in the process, if they accept it in the team, if they accept the solutions, they will use it, and then the project will be a success. If you do not that, I think you have at least lost all your money.
Yeah. So I wanted to get your feedback on something that we're looking at for the cath lab. We've done a lot of research and try to understand how cath labs operate, and we understand there's a lot of variability in how patients are treated, and whether that be by the physicians or just there's inherent sort of chaos, for lack of a better term, that goes in the cath lab. You've got patients coming in for outpatient procedures. You've got a number of different physicians that are treating these patients. You've got heart attack STEMIs coming in through at the same time. And what we've learned is there's an opportunity to sort of standardize care and create operational efficiencies within the cath lab. And one of the biggest areas of opportunity is in optimizing, or what we've learned is in optimizing the schedule of the cath lab and sort of communication between the cath lab personnel and the physicians to basically, enhance relationships with the physicians and also to kind of optimize, the scheduling and discharge processes. Yeah. So wanted to get your feedback on that. Does that resonate with you in terms of what your experience in Germany and your hospital?
I think what you're saying is totally right. If you look to the efficiency of the catheter lab, the preparation, the planning of the procedures, the communication between the various involved personnel, and clear, it's depending on the intervention you are doing. If you only run, which for example outpatient doctors are often doing, running a catheter intervention only for a diagnosis, but not for an intervention. Then at least he has a standardized procedure, he has trained his personnel, and then he is very efficient in that area. If you go for an emergency procedure, I think you have a totally different situation. But then you need at least, and that is the point which I mentioned at the beginning, and that is at least the fact of the software solution. If you have a software solution who has at least standardized step by step the procedure which is done, and at every point of the intervention on which stage I am, and all the people are at least which can see based on the information system, which is the stadium which we have, and then the procedure will be more efficient first, and before you have to do the same with the planning. So you need exactly why are doing the intervention, what is the target of the intervention, what are the risks of the interventions, and when will happen which part of the intervention. And you can and that is at least part of the project which I mentioned at the beginning. This is part of the software solution which we want to implement, that the whole catheter lab will be controlled via the software. We have that in the endoscopy, in the endo area, that for example, even if in the light, if the light goes up in the room or go down in the room, can be part of the planning of the intervention. And then you have a standardized intervention. Yeah, because you have step by step, you have automatically documentation